We are different.
In a world without cable television, three unlikely fellows become friends.
It's a friendship that's also amazing.
It is the most incredible friendship of all the friendship. What was that?
What?
Look!
I don't see it.
Look again!
Whatever, let's just keep going.
And there's lakes and ducks in this friendship, full of sunlight and nature.
The ducks are a symbol of humanity.
And a fountain is of youth.
It's Atlantis.
Howdy, y'all. Where am I today? Well, I'm in a very special location. And why? Because I'm talking about a very special subject. You know, every once in a while, you have that one person that just walks into your life, or two, and you think, you know what? My life would be 10 times better with that person. I would like to introduce you today to my two best friends, Nick and Troy.
It's about time. Konnichiwa.
So everyone, today we are going to talk a little bit about our relationship because we are not like the typical guys.
No, sir.
But you know what? Life would be boring if we were like the typical guys.
They're very unique individuals.
As we go through today, we're going to shed some light, like the light that's in our faces right now, on how we react to each other and what makes us a little different, what sets us apart from the other guy relationships.
Haha, best friends forever. Best friends forever.
That lady's looking at us. Oh, okay.
Anyway, let me inform you just a little bit on how the three of us became best friends. Once upon a time, 5 years ago, the three of us started our relationship in theater, high school. Oh, and just so you know, Troy's the oldest.
He's the daddy.
I'm not that much older.
I'm the baby.
You are the big baby.
And I'm the middle child. I get ignored all the time.
Yeah, that's true. We do ignore you a lot. Yep.
And this is us.
Love.
Love is a beautiful thing.
You notice that I tend to grow up changes because I have these massive man pics.
Tell them a little bit about how it started.
Well, it started with me and Chase on the bus. We were going off for a competition with theater. We were sitting there, we were talking about Zelda. I think it was Zelda.
And I love Zelda. I told you that in the last video.
We all love Zelda.
Legend of Zelda is the best.
And that's what brought us together. We were sitting there talking about, we were like, and Troy was sitting right behind us. We're like, do you think that Troy plays Zelda? And so we turned around and we asked him. And our friendship started.
Troy, do you like Zelda? And I said, yes, I do. Or something like that.
And then we started talking about other things that are obviously linked to Zelda. Asian stuff. So we thought, let's get Asian food. And so we went to Panda Express on our first date. And it was beautiful.
It was a magical first date.
It was a good first date.
I still remember what Troy got. Sweet and sour chicken. Steamed rice.
I got sweet sour shrimp with fried rice.
Why you ruin everything, Troy?
Because I love too much.
Oh God, I hurt it in feelings.
It's okay. A beautiful thing started on that bus 5 years ago, and it developed into what we are today.
And then we hang out. We usually talk about manly things like
Yes.
anime, other manly things like video games, and our feelings.
You know things that we don't talk about? Sports. We don't need it.
No.
We do talk about how much we're not interested in sports.
Yep. But us, totally different. We like talking about each other's personality. What kind of anime character would we be like if we were an anime character? What would
Or
we be?
what Pokemon we'd choose.
Yep, Eevee.
Oh,
I like the classics,
No
man.
way.
I'm the
I
classics.
did not know you'd pick Eevee.
I'm the classics, man.
Life lesson number 1 from the book of Troy. When you're going to make an unprotected left, make sure the way is clear, or else you'll break your hand.
There are several truths about our friendship. Zelda combines us all together because each of us represents a different part of the Triforce. All three of us, individually, we don't make a man. But together, we make a man. So I'd like to tell you how Troy makes our group a man. he does so with his wisdom. He has this wise sense about him that neither me or Chase can duplicate. Ironically, even though he is the wisest and seems most at peace, he's the first one to freak out in a situation and get angry and mad and let that fighting spirit out. To have the ability to be at peace and the ability to fight when you need to are two very great strengths that I know Troy has.
You're doing great, Chase.
Thank you.
You're doing great. I believe in you. You're doing great.
Life lesson from the book of Chase. Always carry around an extra pair of underwear because you never know.
You know, when you shark in public, dude. Shark and
Okay. Chase Cossabone, or as I like to refer to old Chase as Saint Chase. When me and Nick were first hanging out with Chase, it seemed like we couldn't go anywhere without running into one of his fangirls. They just always come, Chase, Chase, I love you, have my babies. Chase is a gentleman. Unlike me, I'm pretty crass. The thing that Chase brings to the table, he's got a lot of courage. I mean, a lot of the so-called heroic types. They look at Chase like, Chase is a whip. He can't do the things that need to be done. Chase does it all. He gives 110%. He has this passion that just gets everyone around him fired up because he has this amazing charisma about him.
Troy, I'm getting on with you.
Oh, I don't know if this is will support us.
Whoa! Slow down! It's a wild one!
Oh, I know who needs a push! You guys!
Higher! Okay, too high.
A life lesson from the book of Nick: always go forth on the new day with a sense of adventure.
It's beautiful. That's really nice. Good job, buddy.
When I think of Nick, and I know that Troy will agree with me, I think of really the glue of our relationship. As with Zelda, in the Triforce, Nick is really the one that represents power in our relationship. And I don't just mean physically, because Nick is freaking strong. I also mean emotionally. He is the most energetic, he's the most active, and he is the most spontaneous one of this group. He gets Troy and I to do a lot of things that we normally or typically wouldn't do. I can recall a few times, or may not, have involved skinny dipping and trespassing. The part of the man that Nick brings to this relationship is probably about 75%. He's rough, he's tough, and he's just cool. I think he is the one that we look up to the most. The fact that he brought in a fourth member into this group may be a different story, but we'll talk about that another time.
Got transform. Roll out.
I'm gonna make like a chicken and fly. Chickens don't fly!
Since I didn't carry around my ocarina, which I normally do, I'll have to make shift.
Y'all look fabulous.
Thanks, girl.
Well, you guys, we've reached the end of that dusty trail, and it's time for us to go. I thoroughly hope you enjoyed this week's video, and I'm glad that I finally got to introduce you to two of my very, very best friends.
Finally!
If you liked the video, please be sure to
Like and leave a comment below.
And also subscribe, not only to his channel, but to mine.
buddy.
Do
He's
it.
good. Do it. Bye, you guys.
Triforce!